Man, I always do that. So here's the deal. A little peek behind the scenes in OBS, which I use for broadcasting. When I'm doing the starting soon screen, I have the mic muted because if I don't mute the mic, you guys can hear me over that. And I don't know why the settings don't stay for the scene. They change every time I press the button on my stream deck. So I don't want to be in a situation where you guys can't hear me. Or sorry, where like when I'm preparing, if I'm like eating something or say something, I don't want you guys to hear that over the starting soon while I'm getting things prepared. But then I completely forget to put it on. It used to be that you'd have the mic as like a separate audio input as a source, and then it would be individual. But now they've just got the mic set and it goes over all your scenes. So my apologies about that, guys. Just give me a second here. Okay, yeah, so today we're grinding MFP. That is all we're doing tonight. So we're doing the same match over and over again. We've done this before. We are sitting at, I don't even know, 430, so 432K. I'd like to be, I think 500's a little ambitious by the end of tonight, but if we can be at 474, 474, 470, 480. I think that's a good amount. That'll leave the rest to grind tomorrow. Currently, and this is the last video I made, I am currently running with the team of the Money in the Bank Rey Mysterio Jr. The live event Umanga. I keep saying that wrong. Jey Uso and CM Punk, because these two give the most MFP. I was hoping that Austin Theory would sub into there nicely, the new Diamond Austin Theory, because he has a bunch of badges, but the CM Punk's still better value to have in the team. So it is what it is. Hey, how are you doing, Callum? Thanks for jumping in the chat. Did anybody get a chance to? I posted a video today about the Javon Evans problem. Just curious what everybody thought about it. And yeah, so I'm just more curious about feedback on the video. In terms of views, it's actually doing quite well. It's, I think, my #1 viewed video over the past 10 days, which is great because I want more. Oh, of course, the first one I do gets messed up. How do you still grind? I don't know. You know what it is, AG? I gotta... Oh, I'm not paying attention when I talk here. I have to grind for the content. So, why can't he come in? Okay, I'm just scrapping this match. This match is messed up. So, quick question. Which is better, CM Punk Masked or CM Punk from... I think the Punches and Promos one is slightly better. Yeah, no problems. I appreciate that, Callum. It's more about, like, what the problem with the match is, or what the problem with the event is, in terms of getting the card, and then what we can do as a community to it. I actually sent it to the customer support, the supervisor I've been dealing with. They've not answered since I sent it to them, but I know Bear, who is on the 2K Discord server, has said that they will share it as well with their team so that they can see it. So yeah, that's kind of where that's at right now. But yeah, it's been getting good traction, and I want more people to see it, because the more people see it, hopefully the more change that happens. Do you watch AEW or stick to WWE? So I'm, just to be totally transparent, I'm AEW adjacent. I enjoy parts of AEW. I think some of the matches are a little much for me. Honestly, I don't love all the blood and gore and stuff, and maybe that's just me being an older guy now. So I mainly stick with WWE, but there are a bunch of people on AEW who I love. Big fan of Christian and Christian Cage. I think Christian Cage has been doing his best heel work in his career there. Kenny Omega, obviously. I love Mercedes Moné or Sasha Banks. I think Sasha Banks is probably, and some people really don't like her. I'm actually on the. I think she's probably the best women's wrestler in the world. And I know people hate. There's some people who hate that opinion, but everybody's had their best match with her. Charlotte Flair had her best match with her. Ronda Rousey had her best match with her. Asuka had her best match with her. Becky Lynch had her best match with her. Bayley had her best match from her. So yeah, that's kind of my opinion with Sasha Banks. Right. So JJ, I was thinking about starting grinding, but now I'm too lazy, barely at 6K. Yeah, for me, I like just personally, I want to have it for the content. But yeah, this is like these 1 week rounds are just killing me. Like I want to have the content so that I can share pack openings and do the boss battles and do everything, but I'm like just struggling with it. Of course he moves. He doesn't move a lot from that, but he did there. Bray the Boss. Can we rant about the token market Evans card? So we could rant about that, but I made a whole video about it today, Bray. I don't necessarily want to go into a rant about it because I've got a video that you guys can check out on YouTube right now about the situation and how to talk to 2K about it. And that's through submitting tickets and through the Discord server. I know it's like the general avenues, but that's the best way to make our voices be heard in that regard. So I'm hoping they change it. We got 35 days. I'm sure they'll come through. Or I expect that we're going to see a bunch of token drops over the next few weeks to make up for it. I don't know. Like, they must have an internal metric on that to be like, oh, this event is super underperforming. So, how much MFP? I'd have to look at the MFP difference. Here, we'll look at the MFP difference when we're done here. Hmm. We got 6 tokens for the daily today. Of course we did. We got 0 yesterday, so. Okay, I'm done with this match. I was taking too long. Let me catch up on the chat here. Okay, so let's look at the difference, Michael, between the two. There is a little bit of difference between the MFP. I don't think it's massive, though. Looks like Christian's turning face soon now that Edge Cope is back. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Christian face turn. He's so good. And I'm just glad to see Edge and Christian are my favorite tag team of all time. Oh, wait, I said I'd look at this quickly. So let's compare that one against... Is it an Amethyst card? I can't even remember. Yeah, it is. Ah, I hate the wrong button. So Stain Like a Bee, he's going to get, I think Stain Like a Bee, that level is 5 versus 15 MFP. Locomotion, he's going to get 15 MFP for that. Swiftness. So it looks like this one you'll get like 20 MFP from it. Because you get 15 MFP for the swiftness, and you get 5 for the Sting Like a Bee when the match starts. And then if you do stuff during the match, like a dive bomber or crosshairs, you'll get like even quick climber, you'll get a little bit more MFP. That'll activate, but you have to make sure you activate those. Where the punches and promo one, you get 15 for Sting Like a Bee, 15 for locomotion right when you start the match. So that's 30 right from the start there. And then you'll get like 3 more from the swiftness. So it looks to be a difference of about 10 MFP or something between them, Michael. Just like to compare. Been grinding to 100 yeah, it's hard to not get burnt out. Attempted open blood money packs for just, yeah, I don't know, Jordan. I would wait till they come up. There's still going to be time. The Austin thing's not going away till August 1st, so even if they come next week, we will still have time to. If it's not this Friday and it's next Friday, there'll still be time to do the event, and I'm not too concerned about it. Yeah, we got 6 tokens for the day, each their own. I respect you don't like the bloody man. The first time giving AEW a chance. Like I said, I have no dislike towards AEW. I think the other major issue I have with AEW is just personally for me. I don't have cable where like we cut our cord for cable years ago. So it's just much easier for me to consume WWE's content personally because it's all Netflix for me in Canada. Every single show, SmackDown, NXT, all the pay-per-views, everything's on Netflix in Canada. So it's just much easier to consume too. And I've been to AEW shows and I've had good times there. So, like I said, no dislike towards AEW. I like the matches when I see them. It's just not something I catch regularly, but I will watch YouTube clips for the people when it pertains to who I want to check out. Tony Storm's been great time with Tony. There's a lot of great people on that roster. Yeah, because the problem is, yeah, no, 100%. I don't disagree with you. So gold badges are 50. Yeah, that's only for correct, Bray. That is only the for quick winner, unscathed, and showman. And who knows if they won't nerf that even once we do see gold badges for those. Like, who knows? They've been very, very resistant to putting gold badges out for those. So, but if you guys haven't had a chance yet, check out my video I did today about the Javon. I called it the Javon problem, or the Javon Evans problem. So, very true. I'm from the UK, so I watched WWE and Netflix too. I grew up on WWE. Oh, come on, man. You're making me look bad. I've been grinding this all day, and now it's starting to be like jerky on me. We are almost at 1,000 subs, by the way. You're at 100K? Nice. Nice, Devin. I'm sitting at like 432 right now. I want to open a 20 pack every time that we get a new card drop. But they're making it really hard. I expect we're going to have another week between... these as well. I think that they're going to drop SummerSlam 1 this week and then SummerSlam 2. And I think it's going to suck. So I'm not looking forward to it. Nice, Rodney. 2.5 million? That's pretty solid. Much better than I'm doing. Yeah, I'm hoping my video gets traction. If you guys can share it and talk about it, like I said, the more communities it's in, the more people that see it, the more traction it gets, the more 2K will hopefully have to do something about it. I'm waiting on a response from the supervisor I was dealing with. He's kind of, after I asked him yesterday for a clear, concise way, because he told me it would be possible to get the tokens by grinding them and doing daily challenges. And I did the math for him and was like, how can we, how is that possible? I just need to understand the possibility of that and how's that possible. And he's not answered since that, because I did the math for him and basically told him it was not possible, even though he told me 3 times it would be, and kept coming back. And I just very clearly did the math for him. And then I replied back because I haven't heard back from him. It's been 24 hours. And I was like, I sent him my video that I made earlier today. So, will cards hit the market before the Triple H thing leaves? Yeah, 100%. The Triple H thing just started. So yeah, even the Rey Fenix will be in the market before it leaves. And I think that's the last card you need to get. I don't even know who it was. Was it Bronson Reed this week? I can't even remember. So it will be back. Will the Amangu event return before the... It should, yes. Yeah, they should all the events should return before this Triple H event is over. There's no question like that about that. The biggest... So the only event, that's not true. The only event that may not return is the Rumble Mountain. However, it will still be running when the cards hit the shop to get Roman Reigns. So if you're whatever cards you're missing, for me it's Jacob Fatu, it will still be going when those cards hit the shop. So they have to get it then. They probably will not repeat that event. But they've been running it for like 30 days. So, and there will be time after the cards hit the shop to get it. And all the other ones, yeah, you should be fine based on when everything's going to set to finish. So yes, we should be fine from that aspect. Penta arrives next week. Yes, we get Penta. We get, I know everybody's excited about Penta. I'm excited about Penta. More like, I'm super excited that we're getting Jordynne Grace next week. Yeah, so I'm very, very excited about Jordynne Grace finally hitting. Would be cool. Can't believe 2K has only given us 3 tokens. Yeah, like I said, I've been working with 2K support, although they might be ghosting me now, I'm not sure. But now I've created a whole video about it, which I'm hoping is going to get some traction. DJ Payne, would be cool if they add more. So they are going to add more World Tour. There's definitely, I just don't know why it's taking so long. It's a mode to continue to keep adding on, and they're treating it like Proving Grounds. However, it's been like silent for over 2 months now. So yeah, there will be more World Tour. My guess is, and I'm not the only person who thinks this, is that we'll likely see it when the Switch version hits and the new DLC next week. I would expect to see World Tour. We'll start seeing some of the new DLC probably this week into next week, with us being 1 week away. And I have a feeling in the trailer they could talk about that. So I'm saving my MFP to get Jimmy Solo, and then I'm going to focus on... Yeah, 100%. You could get these just by buying the cards out direct from the marketplace for the most part. So yeah, to be fair, it's possible if you only bought 8 emeralds and 8 sapphires. Yeah, I know. We should get 45 tokens weekly, and then... Yeah, no, it's... The math is possible if you've gotten every single card. For me, the math's still not mathing because I've probably not done every single daily challenge. And I think I missed a few because I didn't go Galaxy Opal in the first rank season. I finished up at Pink Diamond. So I know there were some tokens I was missing there too. But if I'm still 300 short, I think it's like 296 short. 296 short. So getting the 150 back from the 2 extras I spent on the Sapphire and the Emeralds, so wouldn't math it out. So weekly towers, weekly towers should be more. Everything should be outputting more. All of our daily rewards, daily tokens should be outputting more, considering the price of everything going up. I'm going to, I don't know how it's going to happen. I'm going to manifest it into being that I would like to interview somebody from the dev team. From what I've heard, everybody seems to really like my interview with Greg Miller that I did a week ago. Not even a week ago. I can't believe I did that a week ago. That was a bucket list item for me. And that it was a good, and I'm hoping that I could parlay that into maybe interviews with the dev team. I don't know. I'm going to try. But I got to figure out how to manifest that into existence. It's funny about Grace. Yeah, 100% I noticed that. We'll be fighting Grace like the day before her cards and she releases. Which I think is great. And actually, I think it's a really cool callback on her history, like their history together in TNA when she was in TNA as Trinity. They had some really great matches there. So, Yeah, fingers crossed we'll see Japan next. It's the next one. If you look at World Tour, it's definitely the next one on the list when you click the button. So I still hope we get a Canada at some point. I don't know if we would, but there's a lot of wrestling history in Canada that I'd love to see. I would love to see. Actually, you know what? I don't mind grinding and doing this because it just really allows me to talk to you guys in the community. Because in between breaks and the grinding, I can just look at the chat. In fact, I'm going to make the chat a little bit bigger, so we have a little bit more room to breathe there. Oh, what did I do here? Whoop. Weird, Nathan. I must have selected Umanga. All right. Oh, I'm all messed up from my button presses now. All my button presses are messed up. What did I do? What did I do to the thing? All my button presses aren't working. We get 45.50 tokens for ranked in Galaxy Opal. Yeah, I'm going to get 45. I think ranked is over in like 3 days to 4 days, something like that. So I should get that. Ed L Monitor has a new method, 6:56 and 30 seconds. Austin. Yeah, I need Austin. That's the bigger issue. I just don't have Austin yet. So that's my big problem right now, Sims, is that I need to get Austin. I should be able to do that next 2 weeks if only... Also, the rant, the fact that the 2 months after the first DLC, yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. And I did a video, and I'm going to continue to do news videos as we get new stuff popping up. I will continue to talk about that because number one, I thought it was fun. Number two, it's performed well, like just realistically from a sense is I'm having people checking those out too. So I'll continue to do that. Oh, you reversed. I'm just going to quit and redo it. So yeah, I will say, so I'll just put my opinion out there. I'm glad it's El Grande Americano. We've got a traveled luchador who's never been in the WWE before, just like we've got Rey Fenix and Penta. We've got El Grande Americano joining the WWE roster, and I'm really glad to see him being represented in the game as well. It's great to get a brand new luchador, a brand new wrestler with a fresh set of moves. So I'm very, very excited about him joining the game. And he's been wrestling in Mexico for 25 plus years. So I think it's really good to have him in. Now, that being said, do I wish we had to wait till September? No, I think that's a big mistake. But as with new characters, they need to redesign his body and everything. They have a a mask in the island, but looking at it closely, I think it needs a lot more work. So, but September's a little far. Like they knew that they weren't having Travis Scott weeks and weeks ago. They knew they weren't having Travis Scott, so they should have had something sooner than this. So, and then what do we got? I'm 20 cards away from Big Diamond. Well, you're still doing better than me. I'm probably 2-pack openings away from Seth Rollins. We'll see. I'm 50 cards away right now, I think. I haven't opened up any packs, and I don't intend on. I'm not going after any more Money in the Bank cards because I don't need them right now. I'll clear them from the store when down the line when we're making much better MFP. Well, none of that worked. All right. Well, all that fit. Oh, you got up. Lame. You're killing me here. Making me look bad. Of course he kicked out. You know, sometimes like just a simple roll up does the trick, and then other times he like kicks out. Let's just do turn him around. This move has a pinning option. And that should do the trick. There we go. So if they're adding Canada, for sure, one of the Persona cards will be Brett 92 from 2K24. Yeah, they should do that. I'm getting 40 tokens in ranked, and we'll have a whopping 50 tokens. Need 520. Yeah, I'm at 300. I'll get 45. I'm sitting at like 126 tokens right now. I'm not spending them at the moment, but I need 300. I'll get 45 as a bonus from ranked in a few days, but it's still not enough. It's not nearly enough. I don't have Umaga or Nasi yet. I need those two. Should I get them by the time the Bloodlines cards come to the market? So I would suggest getting Umaga. I think he's going to be a good card, and I think Austin's going to be good as well. We need Naomi 25. Boy, do we need Naomi 25. I really wish, actually, that the Diamond variant was her new costume, like a new Persona card for her. I think that would be really cool. So I wish. What else do we got in the chat here? Well, this is going on. It's Gable or who's Gable or Ludwig? I don't even understand that. I don't understand what that's referring to. LOL. Bloodline should be in the card market. Yeah. I don't know if they're going to be in this week or next week. I hope this week, but they usually go 3 weeks, so it could be next week. But I'm hoping for this week because I just like to get this Austin event put to bed. Also, I'm not going to have enough MFP saved up. I need to keep going for that. If they add Canada, add Shawn Michaels from Survivor Series, honestly, I wouldn't hate that. Even as a Canadian, I would not hate that. One of my favorite heel moments is when Shawn Michaels came out in Montreal after years of not being there. And then Bret Hart's music played, and everybody thought Bret Hart was going to come out. And then he didn't. And he's like, "Who's your daddy, Montreal?" And he was like, he knew he was going to be a heel no matter what he did in Montreal. And he just played into it, and it was so good. It was like some of the best heel work ever. That was so good. 2 months to announce a replace. Yeah, I think they were really just trying to figure out what they could do. My guess is that they were actually trying to find some sort of celebrity to fill that hole. And obviously they couldn't, which is why they then switched from the celebrity to El Grande Americano. So yeah. Do I have Roman Reigns 2025? I do not. I'm missing Jacob Fatu. That is it. I quit opening up packs, and I was just like, you know what? Because I opened up a ton of packs and I didn't get them. And it kind of killed me last week because then we had these stupid Money in the Bank packs this week after 1 week that we had to save up for. And then I was like, okay, no more packs because I think I went in Monday with like no MFP because I was away for 2 days. So yeah, I was just like, I got the one card I needed from the pack. I'll get the rest. I'll get the rest from the market that I need when they come to market. What else do we got here? Plus, don't forget, yeah, we got the Mania 41 pack cards. Yeah, I think they could be doing that for SummerSlam again. 2 sets of cards. They might treat the big 4 like 2 sets of cards, which actually I think is terrible. Okay, let's just get our taunts in here. And we'll switch back to Umaga. Oh, we're going to go back to Umaga. And we're going to win with a roll-up. Maybe... Really? He doesn't usually come in for that. We'll spin him around. And we'll give him this reverse... There we go. Maybe they'll go with... I don't know if they'll do it on. They don't see. They only typically do encores for the boss battles, and this one's going to be on for like a month. I'm really hoping that they just fix it and they switch the card. It would be so easy for them just to make the card the Ascent card. Like we've been talking about that. I think it would be so easy for them just to make it the Ascent card and that be it. They should save us because we got Bliss 25, Cena 25, Rock 24, and Roman 24. Yeah. I think at some point we'll probably get an updated 9 week, especially with her being the women's world champion right now. I could see it, and she deserves it. So Austin's going to be a good card for ranked and heavy-handed, wet blanket, gold. Yeah, I think Austin's going to be killer for. That's why I really want Austin. I think he'll be killer in ranked, wet blanket, super good. It's one of those underrated things because if you can eliminate your opponent's signature and finishers, it's a huge detriment to them. Okay, what else do we got in here? Austin's, yeah, I'm hoping Friday too. I remember that, LOL, and remember when Kurt came out to the Shawn Michaels team on SmackDown. Yeah, just those moments I remember. Those Jelly Roll DLC character for 2026. It's very likely he's going to wrestle at SummerSlam. He's very involved. Triple H said he's training really hard for the ring. The guy, my wife loves Jelly Roll. She loves him, loves his music. She's a big country person. I'm not personally a big country person, but she loves him. She wants to go see him at some point when I get a job down the line and he's back in Canada. So feel like 2K is killing my faction. All they care about is microtransactions. Unfortunately, Ghost, most companies, all they care about is microtransactions at this point. That's just the way it is nowadays. And it's not ideal. Although I have to assume this isn't working. And what they're doing is not working. I knew that wasn't going to work because I missed that. Get our 2 taunts in here. Before switch back to Ubaga. So yeah, it's not that. I think that they're just trying to make money. They probably have metrics with the WWE and how much, like within the contracts, there's something about how much, and I think I've talked to this about them before. Within the contracts, there's something about how much they're going to make from a virtual currency and stuff on the back end. There's no question about that. For sure, that's within the contracts. And so regardless of what company this goes to, there will always be microtransactions built into it. That's just the way sports games are nowadays. I'm not saying that's the right or the wrong thing, but that just is the thing right now. I can't think of a single sports game that's not using microtransactions in some way, even if you're looking at something like MLB The Show, which is still one of the better games, EA Ultimate Team with their FIFA, in their sports games. And even in non sports games, like we're seeing microtransactions, you can buy just different costumes. And like Assassin's Creed has a whole marketplace. So, yeah, Assassin's Creed has a whole marketplace, and it's the business. And unfortunately, I know it sucks, but it's just, that's the deal. Really? They don't normally jump out at that point. I'll just hit him with a second attack. And then we got, what else do we got going on in the chat here? So yeah, I know, Ace, that's not ideal, but it's just what it is right now. I would just like to find them a better way than trying to do card packs. And like, I think some sort of season pass instead, or like season pass instead, would be the best one. Lash Legend, Naomi, Stephanie Vicaire, and Elite Jade are needed for the Ultimate Challenge. Yeah, we'll get Naomi, we have Vicaire, we've got Jade. Lash Legend's going to be the hard one. We're currently working with, hopefully they'll continue to work with us in getting that. Which cards give you more MFP? Well, Jey Uso, Pink Diamond Jey Uso, obviously, and Punches and Promos CM Punk are the best for just getting MFP for just entering the match. So 2K won't update Naomi. They won't even update their own game without breaking. I mean, they did an update for Bliss. They did an update for Cena. There's a chance that we'll get an update for Naomi later in the year. I won't rule that out. Especially with her being world champion. I'm not saying it's 100%, but there's definitely a chance of it. We've gotten other updated wrestlers. So if not for next year, for sure, we'll see it. But I have a feeling they'll want to get that done this year anyways. I do remember WWE Eras Cards pack had Booker King. Yeah. There were a lot of Persona cards within the Eras line. It was a whole bunch of them. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see when those drop, because those will come at some point. I don't think they're this week. I think Witty just found the artwork for them like last week, and it took like a month for the Bloodline cards to come out once we saw that. So yeah, Rodney, it won't change until Weez Gamers stop pre-ordering and buying DLC. That's not even competing with the WrestleMania reign in first. It's one of those things where people are just going to do it. Like, they'll continue. You know what? Screw you, Solo. The problem is that like people still want to play the games. And I just like the real truth is it going to stop? It's not. The games aren't going to stop selling like in the long term. WWE 2K25 is one of the top selling games of the year. It's in like the top 10 or top 15 or something right now. Plus, let's DLC characters that have their own music. I'm wondering, look, I don't love that either. And once again, I don't want to be an apologist in terms of WWE. Like, but there's something to do with the contract for that, like where the basketball player like probably got permission to use it, but only for that character. That's got to be written into a contract. I don't think that's purposely being done. Will they give us no, the Triple H 99 will never be in the store. It's a live event card. They don't go into the store. Only the card pack cards get into the store. All the live event ones do not. I don't think I'm getting 26 due to what they're doing to MyFaction. Every year there's find a way to mess up. I'm hoping at some point that they can figure out what they need to do to fix it, because they've got a good mode here. And in some things, I think are done better this year. I think if World Tour was better supported in general, it's a better mode than Proving Grounds was. I think Faction Wars is really interesting. I really like the idea of Faction Wars. Like, I think they do some good things with MyFaction. It's just, yeah. Can you stop with the elite figure, like half the roster's made of toys? Honestly, Bray, I'll just put this out there. I really like the elite figures in general. I think the elite figures are fun. I like the demastered figures. I'd like to see more or demastered characters. I really think the robot Cody Rhodes is cool, and I love that they're like doing stuff like that. It reminds me of the 2K20 DLC that came out, which was not new wrestlers, but like weird versions of the wrestlers in like zombie forms or post-apocalyptic wasteland, Mad Max, Fallout. Horror themed. There were a whole bunch of Cyberpunk. I really like that they're doing that with the wrestlers. I just think it's fun. So, and I like fun. I only need CM Punk 11. I just need to buy Power and Punches promo solo. Nice. Nathan, what's up? Hi, Alex. How are you doing? Thanks for jumping in. They need to add another women's tag match to World Tour because there's only one. Yeah. So it'd be good. I think the men's cards are still technically better for grinding. I don't know if there'd be a good female setup for grinding right now. I had this thought, though. I'll tell you. Let me finish this, and I'll tell you guys in a second. 2K only has released from the following days. Yeah. Oh, yeah. GTA 6 will be coming out next year, too, which I'm very excited about. We'll definitely be playing some GTA 6 on this channel. There's no question about that. They need to take out Ambulance Match and Tour because it's annoying. You're right. We don't make them earn our money. We throw it at them, and we get an unfinished game at release. Seems common today. It's the, like, ship now, patch later. And it's the cycle of gaming right now. And the honest truth is, like, it's just not... I know that sounds terrible, but it's not going to change. That, like, the ability to patch online has made it so that they can send product out like that. Yeah, I don't know. And they need a whole new team on 26, to be honest. I'm not even sure. Yeah, but 2K20 sucked. Well, okay. So 2K20, I platinumed 2K20. At some point in this channel, when I have a little more room to breathe, we're going to platinum this game too. I platinumed 24 as well. But I need to, and we'll do it on stream. But I've had no time to breathe because I've just had to grind for I've just had to grind for card packs. So I've had no time to do anything else and play other parts of the game over the past few days. I wanted to jump into the new chapter on the island, or not chapter, but additional Bray-wide island DLC stuff, and haven't had a chance to. So, okay, so I platinumed 2K220. Now, that being said, I did it during the pandemic. It had been out for a year. I bought the deluxe edition super, super cheap. Like, I bought it ultra cheap. And I thought it was going to be a mess, and it wasn't. I had very few issues. I was actually disappointed with how many issues I did have, because I thought I'd have way more issues and way more clips and way more mess ups, and beyond one or two, it was all, like, at that point was in pretty good shape because of how many patches and stuff it had probably had by that point. And the DLC from 2K20 is the best DLC they've ever done. I believe they called it the 2K Originals, if I remember correct, but it's the best DLC they've ever done. It had some story content. It did, like, alternate versions of characters and, like, different themes, and I thought that was super fun. So, yeah, personally, I loved that portion of 2K20. So, and I didn't have the same problems everybody else did. Now, I played it way after it came out, when it was ultra cheap to buy. So, I'm good grinding. Nice. They cut rewards each year to make it harder to get MFP. That's my biggest issue. Yeah, I'm still not sure of the 2K briefcase situation, because I didn't play MyFaction in 23 or 22. Really, I dipped my toe in it, but people told me, like, I just assumed the mode was bad because people told me that it was bad. Bray, what about 2K Battlegrounds? I don't think people like 2K Battlegrounds. I think people were hoping it would be, what was that other one called that came out years ago? All-Stars? Was it WWE All-Stars that came out? And was, like, exaggerated in everything they did? And I think that's what people were hoping Battlegrounds would be, but it ended up not being that. And people didn't really care for it. You're killing me, Tom and Tonga. What else we got going on here? Why does Faction Wars have tickets? Yeah, it shouldn't have tickets. I can't disagree with that. You should just be able to play Faction Wars as much as you want to. There should be no tickets within that. Why Bray Tama, lots of people didn't care for and cared about 2K19 more. Yeah, I just don't think people love Battlegrounds in general. I think it was very loot box mechanic focused, if I remember correctly. I didn't play much of it. If they had dealt with it differently, it probably could have been better, but it just wasn't there. Just so Christian, you just completed 25. Yeah, exactly. I did the same thing. Like the only lifetime challenges I'm missing right now are getting 5 pink diamond and 5 galaxy opal cards, and then I'm also missing the evolutions because we haven't had any more evolution card packs. I've got any part I can get tokens out of, I've squeezed tokens out of in this game. Bose, good. You're up to, wow. Okay, so you and me, we're close. I think I'm a little bit ahead of you, but we're right on track for Friday right now, which is good. And God help me, give me 2 weeks between these. I don't think they will. I have a feeling. Oh no, I did that wrong. I messed up. That's me. I'm just gonna restart it. I hit the switch button too many times. They should bring back 2K Towers from 19. I have to go back. I don't think I had 19. I had 16 and I had 18 and I had 20. I used to be on a 2-year schedule for WWE. So 2K23, 24, and 25 is better because there are buttons you reverse with. 19, you use the right trigger. If 2K won't go stingy with packs, you probably would have Jacob Fatu by now. That's fair. What do you think about that card coming out with the all gold badges? So I did a video on that with the Rock, the Rock Infinite card. They've also found a Cody Infinite free agent card. So I think it looks great. Obviously, I want the card. I didn't do the math, but that card probably nets you 300 extra MFP just for having it in your lineup. I don't think we see it till near the end of the game. Somebody brought up that it could be I thought it could be a final collection reward, but somebody said it could be some sort of reward for the numbers game if you played the numbers game throughout the year. And then, like other have assumed, maybe it's not real or an experiment or something as well. So we don't know. But I like it. Bray AEW really flopped at their first attempt with the game. Yeah. The AEW game, not great. I played it a little bit because it was free on PlayStation Plus, and it really didn't connect with me. I know it was supposed to be like the old days of No Mercy. But I never really got that No Mercy feel from it. And I loved No Mercy. I loved NWO Revenge on the N64. I love those games. And I didn't really get that from it. They can keep KSI. I want Birdman, Coco Beware, not even the good I can find of them. Well, we're not getting Wait, is it K? Yeah, it is KSI. Sorry, never mind. I confused KSI and IShowSpeed because they're just both streamers. And I didn't know about either of them until they popped up on WWE TV. So I don't think you're ever seen a Birdman like a Coco Beware. I don't know. Don't know if you've ever seen him in the game. I'm not sure about that. The Bird Lady, I love Lyra Valkyria. She's so good. She's cute. She's small. She's a great wrestler. Her talking's getting better. This feud with Bayley and Becky have done wonders for her. Honest to God, Evolution, considering the poor build they had for that pay-per-view, it was the best pay-per-view they put on this year. It's better than Mania. It was better than, it's the best pay-per-view they put on this year. And it's, not even close. Maybe Rumble, maybe Elimination Chamber, because Elimination Chamber had that... Elimination Chamber had that super solid Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens match. You know, you kill me, so I'm trying to just do this quick here. What did I do? I don't want to do that. I'm obviously not doing the things that I wanted to do here. We're just going to pin him now. I think that's enough to pin him. You people would spend real money if we could buy Faction Wars tickets instead of waiting for them to log in. Alright, before I pin, I got to take out Tongaloa and Reigns. This match is taking way too long. Just like that, sent out of the ring. I was trying to do that. That's fine. I'll get him in a roll-up. Okay. You think people would spend real money if we could buy Faction Wars tickets instead of waiting? I think people might spend real money. They shouldn't for Faction Wars tickets. I agree that this should be something that is just like you should just be able to play Faction Wars, and they should just make it a little bit more robust and a few more nodes and a few different things. It's so close to being like a great mode and just something that could be played randomly all the time. It's so close. When do you think infinite packs drop? Oh man, we won't see infinite cards till December, January, right before the new game launches. On the reg. I don't think we see them until that point. Yeah, Revenge was great. I still don't know who KSI is. Yeah, my kids know who he is. He's popular with Logan Paul. My kids know him. My kids were like, oh yeah, he's one of Logan Paul's best friends, and he's involved with Prime. And I'm like, I don't know who this is. But my kids knew all about it. So... says via SmackDown Hotel's website. Yeah, I to be fair, I think it's super funny that I think it's super funny that they're putting him in the Prime bottle. I think that's hilarious. I kind of, once again, I have trouble hating on it because it's just fun. I kind of love it. That he's in the Prime bottle. Like, will we use him a lot? No. But are they always going to try and collude a celebrity? Yes. So, his entrance would be awesome if he was very underrated and never got pushed the way he deserved. Who are we talking about, Rodney? I'm sure it's somebody I've said, but I've lost track. Oh, Coco Beware. We're talking about Coco Beware. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Jaden and Naomi's feud didn't last long. Honestly, I think it did last for a while. Because it started at the Elimination Chamber back in February. So it's now July. They've been going 3 or 4 months. And this is something where they'll probably touch on it for a year or two. At a minimum. So, and I don't think they're done. I think there's potentially a Bianca heel turn coming down the line for Jade. Because Bianca needs to be refreshed. So, but I do think, because she came into that Elimination Chamber in February or early March. It might have been very early March or the end of February. I can't remember. And that's when the feud started. When do you think Dragon Lee's card will be on the card market? Why is he kicking out of everything? Nice takedown. Stack I don't think there's any more left for me to get here. He should be, by all rights and purposes, out. It normally does not take this amount to put him out. I've been grinding all day like this. Okay, we're just going to hit a finisher on him. Now they're going to come and break it up, so I got to take them all off. They're making this so painful. This should be so easy. This isn't even worth the time now. Okay. He should be able to win with a roll-up now, though. We've done... I've been playing this match all day, and this is the most problem they've given me since we went online. Okay. Let's catch up on the chat here. When do you think the Dragon League card... So, Victor, I think the Dragon League card will be in the marketplace probably in about 3 weeks. It will be before the Ultimate event ends so that you can get the Bronson Reed card out of it that you need. I think it's Bronson Reed. So it will be before that. Don't tell me Naomi will feud with Mama and Io. Yeah, she's going to feud with them. They're having a match at SummerSlam. It's going to probably be great. What is the next pack? Alex is asking. I do not know, Alex. I at this point am not sure what the next pack's going to be. There were renderings at the same time that the Bloodline stuff dropped that there would be Heatwave packs. If you're going to do Heatwave packs, the middle of the summer seems like the right time to do them. So, my guess is Heatwave, or we're going to go right into SummerSlam. And I think we could be seeing 2 sets of SummerSlam packs, which doesn't make me happy. We could see another few weeks of... like 1 week pack openings, which I do not like and am not looking forward to. JJ, now I'm using Roman 22, Sean 94, CM Punk 11, and Sapphire AJ grinding, getting up to 670 approximately as everything goes as planned. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to get to 540 for sure. We've got the day that the packs come out, we're going to have a dupe. A free agent Pink Diamond Seth that will turn into, I don't know, a bunch of money, but I don't know how much. You can't get Dragon Lee either, huh? Pulled like 15 packs. I was very lucky with Dragon Lee. I think I opened him on like pack 5 or 8 of my Money in the Bank, but my Money in the Bank pack overall was a nightmare. Other people did much, much better than me. I opened up a 20 pack and I didn't do any more than the 20 because I got Dragon Lee and I was like, I don't need to do any more, but I only got 7 out of the 10 cards. I know other people, like in 10 packs got more than me. Did 10 deluxes and they got like 10 of the cards and I only got a 7 overall in a 20 pack. Mine was super, super bad. What do you think of Naomi's new attitude? It's great. It's good. She should have done this years ago. It's been really strong. She's had good heel work. I love the caution thing. Like the razor blades all over. Like she's just been so good, and glad to see her doing it. It's too bad she's doing it now because imagine if she would have been able to do that character with the Bloodline back in the day, because they never added her to the Bloodline, and that could have been interesting. That's all I'm going to say. That could have been a really interesting piece if they had added her to the Bloodline. So, what do we got? Naomi is only the second person to successfully cash in the middle of the match. Seth Rollins was the first one. Yeah, it was really interesting. So I had 2 thoughts at the time when Naomi cashed in. I was like, number one, this is ruining such a good match. I was on the edge of my seat watching Rhea and Io Sky. I thought it's one of the best matches of the year for WWE for sure. It's one of their best matches. But number 2, like What a surprise for her to do that. And it reminds me way back in the day when Chris Benoit won the Royal Rumble, and everybody thought he was, because he had a feud with Lesnar and Heyman at the time. He had a feud with Lesnar and Heyman at the time when he was leading up to the Royal Rumble. And then he won the Royal Rumble. And instead of going after Lesnar's title, he went after Shawn Michaels, Triple H. I can't remember which one had the title on. And inserted himself into the. It wasn't like he inserted himself, but he added himself to their title feud. And they put on the best triple threat match ever done. There's no question, like that, I think, is the best triple threat match ever made. That's ever happened. The Triple H Hunter, the Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Chris Benoit won at WrestleMania 20? Yeah, it would have been WrestleMania 20. So, and it reminds me of subverting those expectations. Because let's be honest, we all thought the script was ready. Jade was going to win the title off Tiffany at SummerSlam, and then you'd have Naomi coming in and cashing in the Money in the Bank. So everybody thought that's what was going to happen. And they subverted expectations, and I can't hate that. So the game AI can be so random sometimes. Yeah, like what? I've done like 5 or 6 matches in a row, and then sometimes it's like a cluster F and you can't get it. So I think Heatwave will be out the week of NXT Heatwave. Oh, maybe. Okay. That makes sense. Can't wait until we get 2 weeks between packs. I'm only buying one. Yeah, that's it. I'm only trying to do 120 a week now. So, Anthony, you're playing while watching, as you should be. Playing. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. As long as you get the live event required, a card in male, female. Yeah, 100%. And you're guaranteed to do that with a 20 pack. Well, not the live event card, but typically I've been lucky and been able to pull it most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. All right. And then what else do we got here? Yo, your food. No, you're good. I understand. But yeah, it's taking me times 70 plus packs for now. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to wait on the encore. I had to do that with one of the WrestleMania packs. I could not pull. Was it Zelina Vega? It might have been Zelina Vega. I had every card but her, and I tried mercilessly for hours to pull her and couldn't. I just couldn't pull her. So, how many times is it taken to open 70? Oh, I read that one already. Triple H had the title. Yeah, so Triple H had the title in 24. That's right. And Shawn Michaels was trying to win it off him. That's when they got in. I don't know. One of the best triple threat matches ever made. There's no questions about that. Bray Wyatt, especially the spot where Io jumped off the box 20 feet in there. Yeah, that was so crazy. Yeah, that Io Ripley match was so good. Yeah. So Anthony, hi. I don't know if I said that already, but if not, hi. Oh, I hit that button too early. Now I'm just gonna play defense. The ending of Mania 20 was emotional because after Benoit, Eddie came out and hugged him. Yeah. And I'm somebody who, and I'll still say to this day, I was a huge Benoit fan. I am, obviously with everything that happened was bad. It wasn't good. And like it wasn't good. Like I'm like, what a stupid thing for me to say. It was terrible. It was a monstrous thing. It sucked. Benoit was my favorite wrestler. I really, really liked him. And I stopped watching wrestling for a few years after everything went down. I was just done with it. And I did come back. I don't remember exactly when I came back, but I did come back. But it was one of those things that took it out of me. It was really, really hard dealing with that because I respected Benoit so much. He's what got me into wrestling. I've talked about this on the channel. Watching his matches in WCW, his Best of 7 with Booker T was one of the first things I ever saw in terms of actual wrestling, and it was so good. And then WCW, he finally got his world title shot, and then quit the company after he won the title. And he was in WWE, and I was so excited for what they were going to do with him, and they did turn him into a star. The Vince figured out how to use him and make him a star. And while he was never going to be the best talker, he put on the best matches. Him and Austin's match, the 2-man power trip match, was special. With him and Jericho versus Austin and Triple H. They were just good. I'm going to get my taunts in. Sorry, I'm kind of soapboxing a little bit there. Wow, I didn't know if that would work. So, sorry, I'm getting emotional talking about Benoit because of my history going back in wrestling with him. And so, yeah, it really, really hurt when everything happened the way it happened. But, yeah, so... But some of those matches are still... It's hard to erase because they're so good. All right. Do you recommend buying a 10-pack or... Sorry if I got weird, weirdly emotional there. My apologies, guys. Do you recommend buying a 10-pack or a 20-pack? So if I was doing this as not a content creator, I would say probably buy a 10-pack. I like to get the 20 because I like the action cosmetics. They give you 3 extra cards to fill out your collection level as well, because you get those action cosmetics with the 20-pack versus the standard versus the 10-packs. So that would be my recommendation. Also, and I don't know, I haven't done the math, but I think if you buy a 20-pack, it's like buying 21 individual deluxes. So I think it's the slightly best value. So yeah. But if you're just doing them, I'd probably go with 10-pack, see if you get the live event card. If you get the live event card, be done with it. What is the storyline with Charlotte and being all nice to Alexa? They're just trying to find something to do with Charlotte. Charlotte is, I think, somebody right now who's hard to do a storyline for because her character is so boring and dumb. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. Charlotte's character has been stale. You know what? This is one of those situations where this should be working and it's just not. Her character's been so stale for years. Just terrible to watch in ring. She actively makes me want to turn off the television. I don't think she's exciting to watch. I'm never going to say she's a bad wrestler because she's not a bad wrestler. I don't find her, I like watching her as a wrestler. Personally. I will say, at Evolution is the first time I was interested in seeing her. You should just be getting pinned right now. You're kind of making me mad. I'm going to have to do a finisher on you and then just have people jump in because I don't want to... Yeah, I knew that would happen. But that should be enough for me to get a roll-up now. So her coming out with Alexa... This is, fucking pissing me off here. He's taken 2 finishers he should not be... There's so many times I can just win with a roll-up after, if somebody kicks it out. And then every once in a while, they go balls to the wall. There we go. So yeah, so I think this team up with Alexa, well, it's weird, and Alexa's not getting paired up with the Wyatt family, which I wish she was. The whole her keeping, like, hiding Charlotte behind her, or hiding Alexa behind her piece, if it can make Charlotte interesting, let me just put it that way. Let's just make Charlotte interesting in some way and devise some sort of character for her. That would just be what I'd like to see out of Charlotte. Let's make Charlotte interesting in some way and make me not want to turn off the TV. If they can do that with this team up with Alexa Bliss, then I'm all for it. So, I love Benoit. I think it was framed. I hoped for a long time. I don't know if that's true. There's a lot of conspiracy stories. We'll never know, because the person who thinks Kevin Sullivan, who, if he was framed, would have been the person who framed him, is now dead. And if he did do it, he took it to his grave, which I don't think he did. And I don't want to get into the conspiracies of it. But yeah. So, do a quick roll up again. I appreciate. So the thing is, Austin can never really be a heel. Oh wait, I've gotten too far. I'm behind on the chat here. My apologies, guys. If the price is the way I'm nervous about where they're going to be, yeah. I don't know if they'll do price increases. I hope they don't. With the pricing and the way they've done it, I would hope maybe they think this is what we're running at for the rest of the year, and they don't do a price increase. We didn't see a price increase on the card packs coming with diamonds in, so I'm hoping that's the same case here. Yo, J-Word, welcome to the chat, my friend. I hope you're having a great night. Things Austin can never be a heel. That is true. I appreciate wrestlers for their work, not their personal life. Everyone's got skeletons in their closet. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I think you can look at it some ways that way. But it's hard, especially when murder's involved. And like the murder of a little boy. So, but I get what you're saying, Ronnie. I 100% get what you're saying. Of course it reversed that. They tried at Mania 17 because they were in Texas and didn't work. Yeah, going his heel. J-Word, did I hear back from the supervisor? I did. I sent him. So he basically told me it was possible for me to get enough tokens by doing grinding, and he knew it would be hard, but I could do it. And I basically did the math, sent him an email doing the math saying it's not possible. Here's how you earn tokens. And I asked him for how I am supposed to do it if that's the case, because he said it was possible. So I asked him for like a detailed way of how it was possible. And I gave him 24 hours. He didn't respond. I worked on a video today. If you guys, damn it, I didn't mean to do that. I worked on a video today. If you guys haven't seen it, it's called the Javon problem. And it's about the Javon Evans piece and not being able to get him. If you guys haven't checked it out, please go check it out. I think it's a pretty solid video I did. It's doing pretty well in terms of actual people consuming it right now, which is solid. But it's about what to do, like what the problem is and what to do. Bear within the 2K Discord is going to forward it to the team. He's a community manager. No, sorry, I shouldn't say he. They are the community manager there. I'm trying to get better at that. They're the community manager there, and they're going to forward it to the people, people like the devs, and I'm hoping they see it and can make some changes. So that's where I'm sitting at right now. They've not followed up with me. I sent another email at 7 o'clock, just over 24 hours from my last email that was unresponded to, with a link to this video that I put together. So yeah. Frank, welcome to the chat, my man. I'm so far behind in the chat messages. Where peeps at Charlotte got a huge pop now with that she's with Alexa. like I said, if they can make Charlotte interesting, that is like my number one thing, because Charlotte is just not an interesting character and has not been interesting in a while. So Solo Hogan strikes again. Nice. Charlotte got a huge pop, but they were in Flair country in Atlanta. Yeah. 100%. Okay, the first name Hogan thing is stupid, really, like Becky Hogan. It was very funny because that Evolution, she wore Hogan's colors. She wore Hogan's colors, and that wasn't a thing. Or that was on purpose. I thought that was super funny. Hey, Kane, welcome back to the chat, my friend. Okay, there we go. What the heck's with this Javon Evans event? I made a whole video about it today, Kane. If you have not had a chance to see it, I was just talking about it. But yeah, I made a whole video about it. So please check it out, but it's not good. So yeah, Brian finally got back up to 1.5. Well, you're doing way better than me. Anyone got that card yet? There's so few people that have that card. There's 1 or 2 people, and it's mathematically possible if you didn't miss a single daily challenge. You got the tokens from the Galaxy Opal events in ranked for the first and second season. And you didn't buy all 10 cards in the... you would have an extra 150 tokens if you didn't buy all 10 in the Sapphire and Emerald card packs. It might be mathematically possible to add that. I was hoping to see if you get a response from us right in the email. So I did get a response. It wasn't great. And I didn't want to, in that video, go into the responses or what I was getting from the customer service, because this was not a way to roast customer service. And I want to make sure that I've worked in customer service all my life. My life has been in retail and working customer service. I've also spent time working phones at a call center for doing internet tech support. It's not an easy job, and I want to make sure, like, in any of those cases, and I always tell people, especially when I'm having an issue, I'm like, look, I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at the situation, the company, but I need your help here. Because, like, people have a right to be mad, but people also don't have a right to treat those people poorly who are answering the phone calls. It's a hard job, just as somebody who's done it. So, so that's kind of where we're at there. I don't know. I'm waiting on a response now. We'll see if we can get it tomorrow. I have a feeling they could be ghosting me now because I asked them for specifics and I have not received an answer yet. So, what company wrestles better, AEW or WWE? That's a hard conversation to have. I think AEW probably has some of the best wrestlers in the world between the Kenny Omega, the Bucks, Tony Storm, Mercedes Moné. I think they've got a really good lineup of wrestlers. But I think the WWE has some really phenomenal wrestlers as well. I think they have their both strengths. I personally am more of a fan of the WWE style in storytelling, and I think that's what keeps me around is the actual storytelling of this. So, yeah. J-Word, I'm grinding for MFP today as well, up to 215. Nice. Good job. Rodney, I don't have Javon yet, Brian, but if my math's right, I can do it in 2 to 3 weeks. They got to change the card. I didn't even look at what the token options were today. I'm 300 tokens removed from getting it. I'll get 45. Oh, what am I doing? I think I clicked it. I think I hit the wrong button. That frog splash or splash off the ropes is so much improved over AJ's. It hits so better than AJ's. Honest to God, Jimmy, what the hell do you think you're doing? You know what, Jimmy? You're the worst. Or Jay, you're the worst sometimes. Not Jimmy. And I did not play Season 1 ranked at all. I played it, so I definitely have some tokens from ranked. No, don't have the card as Zoran 2K. It's not hard to change it. 2K just have to go and change the card. Simple. Yeah, 100%. We've already talked about this. And I said in my video, they just need to change it to the Ascent card, and then everybody can do the match. And everybody can buy the card from the card market. And then they can have people spending virtual currency to get it. So potentially, even if they wanted to be, it would only be 25,000 MFP, but people spend virtual currency to actually buy the card. It makes so much more sense for them to do that. And it's such a quick fix. I'm hoping that we get a update soon on it. Bought all the cards in the market like Roach. I didn't buy the game till like season 2. Yeah. I have all the cards in the market with the exception of the Legends. I haven't gone back for the Legends, and I won't till I need to. If it was a Ruby card, I understand, but it's an Amethyst. Had the game, just didn't play online due to the state of the game and submissions were being broken at the time. Yeah, I worked myself up to Pink Diamond, but I never got up to Galaxy Opal in the first season. I watched the video on Roman reacting to the showcase mode. Him and Paul Heyman were frying the dev. I think any one of us in this chat could have impressed Roman way more nice. Kim, what's the next pack? I don't know. It's likely going to be SummerSlam packs, would be my guess. That would be my guess. And then what else we got here? Hi, Warzone. Welcome to the chat, my friend. I hope you're having a great day. Which reminds me, and I haven't done this yet today. We are, number one, my name's Nathan. If you're new tuning in, we got a lot of people watching right now. If you're new to the channel, we play a lot of WWE MyFaction content, Island, WWE in general. I am going to start playing a little bit of Tony Hawk. I got to figure out how to do it. I was hoping to just do it over my PC via Game Pass. But I can't because it chugs when I try to run it through, have OBS streaming. And plays fine on its own, but when I have OBS running, it chugs and it gets all frame ratey. So I need to find a way to bring my Xbox down here to play it because I really do love Tony Hawk. Sorry, I'm lying back in my chair, so I'm trying to adjust the camera a little bit better. And maybe some other things when we get everybody's golf hot shots, I'll definitely be playing a little bit of that too. I put so many hours into that game. I love that game. So, but if you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, hit that like button, but more importantly, do me a solid, hit that subscribe button. We are currently, and I just checked, 14 people away from hitting 1,000 subscribers. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to set up another 12-hour stream. You were supposed to do your move. What the hell happened there? I'll have to go in with Punk. No, he's reversing it. Let's just restart it. So yeah, if you could hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the content. Only if you're enjoying the content. If you think I suck, then don't hit it. I don't want you guys subscribing to somebody who you think sucks. But if you think I'm great or you enjoy watching me, I've got a really cool theme song. So I don't know if you guys have, if you've seen any of my videos, I've got a fun theme song. And yeah. So we, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button. We're so close to 1,000 now. Like tomorrow or the next day, I think we'll be hitting it. So I'm very excited about it. Come on, Jimmy. And then, okay, so getting back to the tokens. So we're getting SummerSlam. I used the live event Sami Zayn to get the extra MFP for tagging in Roman. Nice. Okay. 6 tokens tonight. Yeah, I got to go look at those tokens. I think the Infinite Rock will be 30,000 MFP if you get the dupe. I guess that's why they decreased the prices. I don't know. We're still so far away from that. I wouldn't even decrease the dupe MFP yet. It doesn't make sense considering the cards aren't out, but they did it anyways. So, Bray, I like how Swerve comes out with his theme song plays and the house It does the iconic dance. Yeah, that dance is fun with Prince Nana. I can't argue that. Either SummerSlam or we get Superstar Series 3 or Heat Wave. Well, I don't think Superstar 3 would, like, that'll come out at some point. I don't think it'll be, I think they might hesitate with that because of how close people are to the collector's levels at this point, honestly. But we'll see. It'll either be SummerSlam or Heat Wave this weekend. That's for sure. What's made me start making MyFaction content? Oh, I didn't do the move. So I started doing MyFaction stuff because I enjoyed the mode. So I think I've told the story before. I don't know. I'll tell it again. I started playing MyFaction last year because I got a locker code during SummerSlam for a free set of cards or pack of cards. And when I opened that pack of cards, it had like a white little glow behind the card. And I opened it up and it was this Diamond Gunther. And I had no idea what the the mode was about or what it was, but I will tell you this one thing. As I figured out more and more about this, Diamond Gunther was a machine in the game. I think it had all the answers. It had Wet Blanket. And it had another badge or two that made it like it melted opponents in proving grounds. It melted the weekly towers. And then I started playing more and unlocking more cards. And so that's how I got into MyFaction. In terms of the content, well, I really want to get into the content creation game this year. If you go back and look at my earlier channel videos, they're like clips from Twitch of random games I was playing, where I played Forza Horizon 6. God help me, or 5. God help me, Forza Horizon 6 comes out anytime soon because I have like 800 hours in that game. I love Forza Horizon. But my YouTube channel had been mostly stale. I lost my job in January this year and had been looking for some sort of creative outlet that I could put my like focus into, and I thought about creating content for the game because I was really enjoying the MyFaction mode. And you'll see some early terrible thumbnails if you go back in my history of before I branded it MyFaction Reaction, and I think it was still just branded the NMAX Twitch clips before I rebranded the channel. And I did like a pack opening or two for 2K or 2.4 just to start getting an idea of what I was doing and trying to get my feet underneath me. Before I even had the name MyFaction Reaction, I just thought it worked so well together. So, and then I got the bug and we started. I was originally going to do MyFaction Reaction as a weekly show and just having it be like a weekly show for like 30 minutes. But the problem was the way content was coming out, I needed to drop the weekly show idea. It just wasn't going to work for how boss battles are done and everything like that. And they kind of just, so I started just dropping videos when I needed to. Sure, I'll accept that. So I started dropping videos when we needed to, and then the content grew from there. And then I didn't even start streaming until, God, we had 200 or 300 subscribers. Like, to be fair, I'm sitting at like a stone's throw away from 1,000 subs. And we started this channel like 3.5 months ago. I started making videos. That's pretty solid. A lot of people take a lot longer to get to that point than I have. So, and I'm hoping to get more opportunities. I'd like to interview the devs. I'd like to figure out how to make that happen. I tapped something off my wish list last week when I interviewed Greg Miller. I know there's some people who are unhappy is not the right word, but I think the Greg Miller interview went really, really well. And if you haven't had a chance, and I know I've talked about it a few times, check it out. I'd really appreciate it. I thought it was a really great interview. But about Greg Miller was host for WWE, and he's basically they add him in as a manager card for the game. And Greg's somebody who I've watched for years on IGN and with his own company, Kind of Funny. And I've met him twice in person, and getting to meet him, but getting to interview him, that was like a huge deal for me. So I'm hoping to do more stuff like that. And I'm hoping the interview with Greg shows like, hey, like he has the chops to be able to do this and put a good interview and be fair. Although Greg's was like, there's nothing I could get negative. That would be negative about an interview with Greg. He doesn't do anything with the game itself. And I'm so happy he was game for it and that he did it. It was really, really cool. Sorry, I've talked a lot about content there, so my apologies. I hope that answered your question. Well, I babbled on for a while. Nathan, did you tap five guys out yet for 3 tokens? No, I've not done yet. We'll do that. We just hit the next level. You know what? We'll go do that right now. Let me catch up on... So let's take a peek at these daily challenges. Oh, force 5... So you're a liar. I have to tap out 5 guys. Oh, no, it is 5 guys. Okay. I'm just going to go tap out Gunther 5 times with somebody. That's my plan. And apparently I already got the 3 for doing the other one. So let's just go into Weekly Tower, Gunther, and I'll tap him out with somebody. Do that quick. Who should I do the tap out with? Who's got a good... Oh, do I have Gunther lined up here on one of these? No. But if I do Gunther, I got to save up for the MFP. You know who I need to use? I need to use William Regal. I think Regal will tap somebody out pretty solidly. Let's use the Legends 2 Regal. See how quickly we can do it. So let's get that done so we don't miss our 3 tokens by accident. All I got to do, Nathan, is doing some birthday bashes with 52. Yeah, 100%. But the thing is, Caden, is that... Whoa, this is not the match I thought we were doing. I don't want to do a triple threat. I would like to just do one match. A 1-on-1. I guess I didn't go to Gunther. Yep. There it is. That'll help like some of us who are close, but they should really just be switching the card to make it more fair for everybody. 2K needs to update the token rewards. Yeah, 100% they do. No question about that. I don't know. How long is it going to take me to build a finisher up? I hope you get a K this stream. I appreciate that. I don't know if it'll happen. I hope it too. But I think over the next few days, we'll see it for sure. I do appreciate that. And I don't think you know, but I think you're awesome. I appreciate that, Warzone. Thank you so much. I really do. I'm trying to put out good content for people and like try and create a positive place for people to be and to celebrate the community. And I'm really glad to hear that. So thank you. Rodney, help this guy get... Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Rodney. I do appreciate that. There's so many things messages that I've missed here. More like WWE 2K. Yeah, I definitely do more than... there's a chance that maybe down the line we change the name of the channel depending upon if we... Like, we're doing MyFaction content. I've obviously been doing Island and some of the other stuff as well. Like I've been doing other stuff within the content perspective, and maybe like the name changes to My Gaming Reaction at some point or something like that. Not anytime in the near future, but that had popped into my head at one point. My next channel, I'd like to start a second channel. That would be a lot easier to film content for because it'd be like one day a week to get content for the week out and ready, but it would be... Okay, let's do the Regal stretch and be done with this. Oh. That's not the Regal stretch. I think I didn't realize he had a cutter. How do I do the Regal stretch? Oh, they got to be prone.
That brilliant mind of William Regal on full display there.
There it is. Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
Needed that badly. He is absolutely back in this fight. And submission time. Dragging sleeper applied. Gunther's used to making people tap out, but
Yeah, I don't think I even needed to go through all this. There we go. There we go. I have 180 MFP, hoping to have Solo and Sammy. Costs 92 and not... yes, we'll see how much the cost. Forza 6 is next year. I can't wait for it. It's not been officially announced, but I'm sure it's coming. Forza 5 has been an enormous success on PlayStation. I have every achievement in Forza Horizon 5, and I went back and completed 4 100% as well for the achievements. I like, this was my first Xbox that I ever purchased in this generation with the Series X. Oh, Jayward, thank you for the feedback on the interview. Yeah, I thought it was a good interview, so I appreciate you saying that. Same Warzone, less 22 seconds, pretty regular. If you have Diamond Elite Jade, Pink Diamond Bianca, you can get 359 MVP in the weekly tower. That's not a bad thought. But there's a cooldown time for the weekly tower, right? Is that not correct, Rock Reigns? I think. So. I wonder how quick I can tap him out. Like if I just tried to do it right now, would it work? And he reversed the submission that I was trying to do on him. Chicken wing. Oh, no. Don't think he's ready to go quite yet. I need to do a bit more damage. Oh, the cooldown was removed on weekly towers? I thought it was just the World Tour that... Because you still get cooldown in Faction Wars for some awful reason. You couldn't tell me why there's cooldown in Faction Wars, but it's there. Oh, no, I don't want to pin. I don't want to pin. Can I do it from this side, or does it have to be... Oh, no, I can do it from this side. There we go. Okay, there's win number 2. 359 every 13 seconds. This is probably still a better option because you still have like a probably 30 seconds in and out of every match. But that's not bad. But my lineup's not ready for that. I've messed my lineup up. Week 10, start 1. Nope, cooldown's been removed. World Tour has cooldown, but it's super low. I agree, cooldown makes no sense. We need a world... Marcus, I think we get a World Tour update when Switch comes out next week. I think that's when we see an update to World Tour. I think potentially they talk about it in whenever they drop the DLC trailer. You play 2K? I play on my PlayStation. Regal looks to be in control here, and Regal might have more in store. He's no longer looking at his best. Regal might have just... Also, don't quote me on that it's coming. I just feel like it's probably coming. Hi, Hunter. How are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream, my friend.
That brilliant mind of William Regal on full display there.
Okay, here's tap 3. There's a third tap. You know what, Marcus? I'm not very familiar with 2K Pun. I've heard of 2K Pun, and this is probably my ignorance, but I haven't really gone out and looked for who 2K Pun actually is. I've heard the name, but am unfamiliar with him. I should actually check him out. I'm adding him to my people to check out right now. So, I've heard good things about him. Okay, 2 more times. Then we'll get back to standard grind. Man, we could get up to 470, 480 tonight before I tap out for the night, and then try and get the rest of it tomorrow, and then maybe have a little bit of playroom. Would you rather grind MyFaction World Tour or 24 hours straight, or grinding the island for 24 hours straight? I don't know the answer to that. I like both of them. I don't know if it's the island. 2K Pun's a solid dude. I should go check him out. Honestly, I've heard of him, and I haven't, like... and I know, and this is me being terrible, like, I know TH Jamie, I know MyFaction guy, and by saying I know of them. I've interacted with MyFaction guy a bit more. I actually don't think TH Jamie loves me a whole lot. I don't know why, and that's based off legitimately nothing for me to say that, so I probably shouldn't even be saying that. So yeah, but I don't know. I'll probably grind World Tour over the island. I'm not sure, because the island's not super grindable. Because you'd have to just start new matches and do each match over and over and get through all the storyline and everything. And probably just quicker to do, like, to be more effective to do World Tour. Okay, this is 4. There we go. We got 4. We need 1 more. Okay, I should check out 2K Pun. I'll reach out to him. I wonder... I'm still the new kid on the block, so I wonder if he knows who I am. When new pack comes out, Bloodline... Yeah. We'll see. I think... fingers crossed we'll get Bloodline packs on Friday. I just don't know. That's the honest truth. I just don't know. Do you think the old console will be gone and will be on the new console? I don't quite understand the question, Hunter. Do you guys think the old console will be gone? And so if we're saying, are they going to finally write off like Xbox Series X and PS5? I hope so. Yeah, for 2K26, I hope so. Come back in here, Gunther. You haven't even talked to Jamie. Do chill out. Yeah, you're not wrong. I should talk to Jamie and try and reach out to him. Yeah, so MyFaction guy, it's funny, we just keep ending up talking about streamers. Um, yeah, I think they'll probably switch. I don't know. I kind of hope, like, at this point, I want all last gen versions to be done for the games. It's just time. This is the last time. There we go. Yeah, I know TH Jamie, who's my YouTube streamer. Yeah, I need to reach out to Jamie. MyFaction guy looked like he retired from running MyFaction for a bit. Haven't seen him in a while. So he put something on his Twitter recently that he stepped away from, I think, a lot of the streaming stuff in general while he was focused on his health. So yeah, but hopefully he's back soon. I've interacted with him a few times. Well, we got a whole 6 tokens today, guys. We're so much closer to unlocking. We are so close to unlocking Javon Evans now. So much closer. We'll go back to World Tour. At this point, I would not mind. I will play the old game. I play on PS4. I see now it's all about the money. Yeah, I don't know if it's all about the money, but like for me, like I think the old versions hold back the current versions because they have to make them on all platforms. So it's one of those things where, like, unfortunately, like in FIFA did it for years. Like they had a PS2 version coming out for years after the PS2 had been a while. So, but it was always like, the same version from the year prior, just with an updated roster. That was the only difference when they did that. So, and they were able to move on with the technology. Don't think it's as simple, because back in the day too, I think their characters were a lot less personalized as they are now. J Word, I'd love to do an online My GM stream. LOL. I wish I had it on PlayStation. Yeah, crossplay. They've got to add crossplay into the games. So that is still something I'm sad is still not being included in the games. Like, where the hell's the crossplay at? They do it in NBA 2K. They have it in other modes. They should have crossplay. Spend your tokens, bro. I'm not spending any tokens right now, just in case. If they change it to 8, like, because realistically, you shouldn't need 9 or 10 rubies to unlock the amethyst market. That wasn't a thing before. Oh, hey, Nicholas. How are you doing, my friend? Glad to have you back into the stream. I hope you're having a great day. Sing my intro music video. I don't know if I'm going to sing that. I do have it, though, that I can just play it. Who wants to see my intro video? I think I've got it set as a scene, so I can just hit a button and it will play. Do I have it on my... I never put it on my Stream Deck, but I have a scene that I can do it in OBS. Here, we haven't played my... You know, maybe I should play it when I start. I don't know. We'll throw my intro video up just quickly. It takes like 15 seconds. So just hang out for 15 seconds.
The best show to talk about my faction. Can get B and Max reactions. Welcome to the show.
All right, we're back. There, that was the intro. I don't think I have to worry about copyright, although I appreciate the warning, Hunter, because that's my AI generated music. that I wrote. I wrote all the lyrics for that. Very complicated lyrically, and then I used AI to help me make the actual song. At some point, I'd actually like to have like somebody actually put together a nice composition for me. However, as somebody with no job at the moment and trying to produce this channel on the cheap, that was a non-option for me. But I would like to do that down the line. So, watch out for copyright. I don't think it's going to change. 2K said that it's possibly to unlock. Yeah, no, it's crazy that they think that it's not possible right now, and it won't be possible based on their current output of tokens. And they keep saying, oh, you just need to grind. They like, oh, my puppy's down here. Hey, baby, come here. Give me a second. I'm going to introduce you guys to Hazel Jane if you've not met her yet. This is my puppy, Hazel Jane. Hazel Jane, say hi to the people. She's my dog. I'm her person. She loves everybody in our household. We've got 3 boys and my wife, but she loves me the most. But yeah, she's a very good girl. She's super good. So, and I'll let her jump into her banana bed. So, she's not down here a lot with me typically. Although she has a little banana bed for her to chill out down here. She likes watching TV with my wife upstairs while my wife is watching TV. Okay, so let's go back and catch up on some of the comments here. Man, I do this is so tired. I've grinding burned out. Honestly, you know what? It helps having you guys while I do it on stream. I won't lie. It definitely does help out. But I'm just kind of focused from a content creation. I feel like I need to have the pack openings when they happen and to be able to do the boss battles, because if not, what am I creating content about? I kind of don't have a choice. That just didn't work. I don't want to do this anymore. So you did the evolution match first try. Good job, my man. That match took me 2 tries. Yeah, it was 2 tries. And it was just because I got into the ring and was, for whatever reason, aiming at the ref because of something I did. So yeah, it
The bell rings, the bloodline will surely be looking to run roughshod.
so yeah. Guys, if you get tired of 2K25, try playing a different game. That's fair. I played a bunch of Tony Hawk 3. I haven't checked out the 4, but I've got all the golds from Tony Hawk 3 so far. Oh, what the fuck me?
Still gonna take a massive effort to keep him down. Umaga's lining up to finish this off.
I'll have to bring Pumpkin. Not ideal. No, too close. There we go. It's fine. Why did you hide your dog for us the whole time? I have not hid my dog from anybody. I've not hidden my dog from anybody. Actually, back when I used to stream regularly on Twitch, I had a puppy cam set up for a little while because she would be down here with me when she was a puppy. She'd be down here with me when she was a puppy because we were still potty training her and stuff. Now she thinks she owns the house because of where she's at. But I had a puppy cam for a while, and you could see my dog or see her on stream because she was still really tiny at that point. And we were still trying to get her potty trained and stuff outside. But yeah, she's a good girl. And she doesn't come down and spend as much time with me as I'd love for her to down here. But also, I think she just enjoys being on the couch. It's a more comfy spot. So, happy late birthday. Hazel's birthday is... Did I not knock everybody off? Weird. Come on, get up. Welcome to the show. My favorite part reminds me of a skit. Yeah, that's kind of why I liked it, J-Word. I just really wanted him to welcome to the show. That was just something I had envisioned in my head. At some point, could the intro just get changed to welcome to the show? That's possible. So, if you got creation and you did not touch it, you can probably get it back. That's my opinion. I don't know. Frank Castle, she rings a bell to go to the body. That is 100% true. Hazel has a bell that she rings upstairs, and she rings it so that she lets us know that she needs to go outside. It's like a little electronic doorbell that she just puts her nose to, or puts her nose to, and it goes off. And it lets us know that she needs to go outside and use the potty. She's a very smart dog. Oh, this is not the match I wanted. I was trying to do this with Roman, but his taunts are too quick. And I find that it can't get it. How do you get Ray opening packs tomorrow like gambling for non-personas? Yeah. I'm not opening up any packs until we get new packs on Friday. I need to save all my MFP for that. Now that we got El Grande Americano replacing Travis Scott, who are you hoping to be in the WrestleMania 41 pack? So I think it'll be Aleister Black. I know people are upset he wasn't the person that was replacing the celebrity, and there are a lot of rumors with that. His stuff's in the game, like his stuff's in the game. I think you'll see Aleister Black being the mystery character for the game. I still think they find a way to get Roman, or to get. I still think they find a way to get Ray Phoenix in the game before the year's over too, potentially. You know what? I'm surprised they did not even give a show to NBA 2K. They're literally from it. I try and be. Yeah, I'm not sure. Honestly, I would have tied. I would have tied the NBA players into. I would have tied the NBA players into some sort of promotion where if you own both of the games, you would get the NBA characters. Would have been like how I would have done it, at least. 27 TQ, you're asking about how did I get this Ray 87? He is from the current Money in the Bank pack. So I pulled him from a pack when I opened up my Money in the Bank packs. I think he'll probably be very useful for grinding going forward because he's got a finisher, and I picked the wrong match again. God damn it. Or the wrong set of characters again. Let's talk about my faction and get the NMAX reaction. It's not get max reaction. It's the NMAC, because that's my internet handle. If you check Twitter, it's what all my handles are, the _NMAC. So it's the NMAX reaction. Welcome to the show. That's the lyrics. Good way to make MFP. Use Roman Brawl in Punk spot. Do exactly what you're doing here. I say keep the whole intro my double up. Yeah. I don't think I'll be changing the intro anytime soon. I every once in a while I use ChatGPT for a lot of stuff, and like some of the stuff you can use it for, but I actually had it look at my theme song at one point, and it told me my theme song was really good but could be shorter by about 5 seconds. Let's get our taunts in here, and then we'll switch over to. Oh, terrible time to take over his. No, don't take out. It's not good enough to get up. A good way to make MFP use Roman brawl and Punk spot. Do exactly what you're doing, but when you hit Umanga's taunt, change to Roman and hit his taunt. And when he's doing that, hit Ray's finisher. Yeah, because you'll get the 15 extra for the... Okay, that's not bad. I'm not going to change up quite yet, but I will try that. So I say keep the whole intro in. About 27 seconds. If you don't use the creation a lot, you might... Yeah, I don't do a lot of, like, I don't think I've downloaded any creation stuff this year at all, actually. I've just really been in the MyFaction mode, Island, and MyRes. And I don't think I've downloaded anything. I love 2K for no real reason, but 2K25's, I don't want to say it's a mess. It's still the best wrestling game. I think it gets better every year, and I think this is still one of the better years. I know people don't like the Island. I really like the Island. You guys have been on my streams for the Island. You've heard me talk about it. You guys know how I feel. I think the Island's fun, dumb fun. It's a Saturday morning cartoon with the wrestlers. And the dumb plots you'd find in a Saturday morning cartoon, and I love it. So... Who else do you use? I'm a ChatGPT abuser. Yeah, I use it for everything. Hey, Reaction. Not bad. How are you doing, my friend? Change your video intro to a recent match. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Yeah, I've been thinking about updating it. I think I might have mentioned that recently, and just updating it with a few new shots. Some of the more current matches, although I feel like you need to keep the Sami Zayn, closing the door on Sami Zayn because of how hard that match was. Oh, no, next one. Took all the way. I gave it all the way to come to Montreal. Oh, Warzone, are you in Montreal? I've been to Montreal a bunch. You should make this 4x4 your active faction so you don't have to change it. That's fair. I just always like to have my best cards up front on my first match. But you're right. I probably should do that. Then I don't have to switch it as I go in. I hadn't thought about that, honestly. You should make your 4x... Or, sorry. You've never gambled. Indeed, my faction. Yeah. I downloaded Alta Tires and sometimes show up during the events and weekly towers. Yep. I'm seeing Cody's misheard lyrics. Oh. Somebody gave me a comment. So I was just watching MyFaction Reaction talk about the Last Legend event, and he talked with his Discord, so he's clearly in here. You don't know who he is? Figured it out. Love your videos. I love the fact that somebody from my video found the Discord and found the spot in the Discord for WWE 2K20, like found the WWE 2K, and then were looking for me in the Discord, and then told me they love my videos. And then somebody would, like, just speaking about what we were saying, wrote "Welcome to the show" after it. Somebody named Angry Jobber, as we were just talking about the lyrics to the intro song. I just find that super hilarious to me. Good. Been working on catching your videos instead of you live lately. Hey, no, that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Hey, I appreciate anybody tuning into the videos, period. I said that before. I'm a big dummy, and I don't deserve anybody to be watching me, really. But I do appreciate that you guys all feel like I'm worth tuning in for. So thank you. All right, so what do we got? I'm saying this because they're messing up people's... Oh, okay. Yeah, I know there were problems with that. That less was an issue for me because I didn't create anything. But I know for some people, it really did mess up stuff. There's no question about that. Good, just working, catching your videos, and bigger problems. I love 2K. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's one of those things where
Hard to argue with another notch in the win column, especially one like that.
like you try to fix something, and video games are a complicated thing, and you fix something and you break something else, and nobody does it intentionally. Like they're not trying to break the game, they're not trying to ruin people's creations. It happens. It's an accident. It's obviously not ideal. But it's not ideal. But yeah, it's something that does happen. It's in all games, like not usually that big, but like there's been plenty of examples where they go to patch something and it breaks something else because of how that asset was linked to another portion of the game or something like that. Yeah, I need to look at the link because that was supposed to be like a lifetime link to my Discord. To be totally transparent, my Discord has had like two or three people join. I set it up. It's something I had ages ago so that if I did live gaming, we could do that. But then, like, and I'd have rooms for people to join, and I set that up back when I was Twitch streaming and never did anything with it. So yeah, but I would like to get that a little bit more active and maybe get some people in there. I don't know. I got to figure out how to use it properly. I see we have some misheard lyrics. Adrenaline in my soul, every butt out of control. Do it all again and get them off their feet. Oh, that's so bad. I'm so bad at this. The crowd is here, about to bust, ready for me to start to blow. Out the courts, the lights go out, my drone. Drone! Oh God, my seem's so terrible. I'm sorry I submitted you guys to that. If you turned off and unsubscribed, I'd understand why. You guys didn't deserve that. I need the link to the 2K Discord. I got it somewhere here. Wait. I got the Discord still up from when I filmed my video earlier today. Is there a way for me just to get the link? Think this link will work? I don't know. If you want to join the WWE 2K Discord, that's it right there. It's also in the video I made this week too. So, I was in the Discord server before. I love 2K. I just really worry. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I feel like the devs watch all these grinding videos and make some tweaks. So Solo's reversing. I don't know. I don't think he's reversing any more than he used to. I think it's just like the natural of that. They're running out of tweaks they can make. So here's the deal, and I thought about this. We need to get back to the Judgment Day grind. Because it's much easier and you don't have to worry about people breaking it up. And there's Sapphire cards versus Amethyst cards. But none of the cards really are strong enough to do that. So we got two options. We get some sort of Galaxy Opal card. That you could just roll them up and pin them. And I don't know if that would work. But you get some sort of Galaxy Opal card where you can just roll up and pin the person. Oh, quickly. Did I... Wait, 2 seconds. I don't know if I checked my daily Microsoft Rewards points. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I didn't. I got it. I got 2 minutes left before the day's over to earn my daily Microsoft Rewards points, and I don't forget about it. I don't know if you guys have ever used the Microsoft Rewards points program, but it's pretty cool. I'm sitting on about $500. No, sorry. I'm sitting on about 500k points, which is going to be like $750 Canadian towards Microsoft stuff, which I will use for some sort of Microsoft handheld in the near future. So, if you jump into that server, make sure you told them MyFaction Reaction sent you and that they should subscribe to my channel because I've not gained any more subscribers this stream. In fact, somehow I think somebody actually was off put by my sinning because I did lose somebody. but it's fine. Like I said, we'll hit it over the next few days. 2K has a lot of gaps in their testing process. And it makes me think it's out of production. That should never make it. People who make content for the game do not actually play the game. I think that's fair. Yeah, that's the one I want. AI is getting smarter. It is. Yeah, glad I was able to help you there, team, with it. They got a 15-minute search timer on me right now. Very annoying. Who's got a 15-minute search timer? I don't understand. Is that a WWE thing or a Roblox thing? I don't even know. I don't know anything about Roblox besides my kids love to play Roblox, and they're playing this thing called Grow Garden. And my wife now wants to play it. And so my kids are going to set my wife up on her computer with a Roblox account, and I hope her computer doesn't light on fire from it. I love Microsoft Rewards points. I use GeForce now and play an Xbox game and just collect 220 points each week. Yeah, I've been collecting for years. Actually, my Elite controllers from using rewards points. I'd have way more. But Microsoft Reward... Oh, I understand what you're saying. Yes. You're using them for Microsoft. I get it. Never mind. I get it. I'm a dummy. I get it. Yeah, no, I can spend up to 550 a year, I think is like the limit on the points. But when the ROG Xbox Ally thing hits, I want to pick one of those up, and use my use my Microsoft Rewards points to it. The problem is it's going to be the price Canadian for it. I think it could be really, really overpriced Canadian. I think there's some rumors of the American prices or British prices, and then what the Canadian conversion is crazy pants. I think for the top version it was like $1,500 Canadian, which is just crazy. Imagine 2K played Evolution Roads, they wouldn't last 2 minutes. Yeah, I think some of the matches, yeah, there's no question. They definitely have trouble with some of those matches. There's no question to that. No question at all.
Ice in their veins, that's perhaps the only way to describe the bloodline. Cold-blooded, remorseless, and
imagine you could use Microsoft. Well, I mean, technically you can if you're playing on Xbox. You can just convert it into Microsoft money and use it. That's kind of what I want it for. Oh, I'm in Edmonton. Okay. Sorry, I thought you said so. I've been to Edmonton. I visited Edmonton a few times too, not too long ago actually. Last year I was in Edmonton twice for work. Don't use it now. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I use it. Microsoft Rewards, I get 50k credits. I use it to buy Xbox cards. Yep, that's what a lot of people do. RGL would be good for playing games on Steam, on the go, and plus Game Pass. Yeah, I think my biggest thing right now to get one is that I would like to get one, but I need it to be on Microsoft's site in order to buy it. If it's not on Microsoft's site to buy, I can't use the rewards points, or I don't get the best payout of it if it's not on there. Where I can convert them into Amazon and Best Buy gift cards, but they're worth way less potentially in terms of actual money earned. So, but I would love to have one. If I had an RG Ally, I could actually potentially like stream through that events and stuff, and be able to, if I'm away, be able to, because I used my PlayStation Portal to stream when I was away last time, and I played on my Portal while holding my camera with a tripod over it while I did the playing, and it was very not great collectively, where if I could set up OBS on the Ally, then it would be a much better position. So I've purchased a ton of controllers over the years using Microsoft Rewards points. Yeah, I've got my Elite. That's it though. 2K is like, if we can't beat it, our players can find a way to beat it. 2K, yeah. I wish I could claim Microsoft Rewards points on PlayStation 5 so I can get the season pass. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad call. Maybe one day. Maybe they'll find a way to like sell you game codes off their websites for PlayStation. Because theoretically, they could just sell you the game codes direct from their websites. At least, maybe not like, oh, who knows? Who actually knows nowadays?
The bloodline looks as menacing as ever as they prepare to establish their dominance once again inside the ring. The latest incarnation of the bloodline only has one mode: total destruction. Doesn't matter who you are, you will come. Mysterio from the top. Breakboard frog splash. Now Ray needs to end this. This'll do it. Umaga. Solo. Going for the cover. Solo shoulders it out. He makes the save. Better late than never. Main event, Jey Uso firing up from the top rope. Sweeps the legs. Stop.
We'll pick him up.
And it's Umaga. That unraveled. No, nothing fancy here. Tasted victory. And the count stopped short of 2. Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out. Spinning heel kick. Umaga can clinch this one here.
Let me catch up on the chat here.
This could be it. A defiant kick out after 1. I can't believe it.
Oh my god. This is dumb. Okay, I'm just going to have to... He's reversed it. Great.
It reversed it. Placed against the turnbuckles. Launched out of the corner. Ready to take flight. Diving headbutt. Now attempts the cover. He decides this isn't the moment. Hope he doesn't miss his chance because of...
Oh, I'm being told to check my Discord messages real quick. Give me a second.
Target acquired and destroyed. He wastes no time dodging the attack. Superstar setting up. Uranagi. Hoping that was enough, was it?
Okay. So let me catch up on what's been saying here. Oh my god. Like, he should be dead. I'm so fucking annoyed at this. Okay, let's just do this. You know what? We've invested way too much time. I'm just stopping. What packs are coming tomorrow? I don't. So it won't be tomorrow. It'll be Friday. It won't be tomorrow. But I don't know the answer to that. Whereas we were surmising either SummerSlam or Heat Wave, one of the two, will be coming tomorrow. It's going to be a WWE 2K25 YouTuber pack. Hey man, check your Discord messages real quick. I can check Discord messages. I know how to do that. Ah, that's sweet. Somebody said nice things about me. And I got a message from somebody. Oh, okay. I see, Curry. I see what you're sent here. So it's a database of the cards and where they make like potential power for them. I'll have to dive a little bit more deeper into that, but that's cool. That could be very, very useful. I know Spiffo's doing something similar on the MyFaction Reddit support, but yeah, no, that would be This is a good idea, and having something like this, kind of categorizing all the cards and where your best MFP out of it is, that's super cool. Thank you for sending me that, man. And TH Jamie will be collection set word persona. Maybe. Jay Word, I started with 100K today. I'm at 220. I paused to make food when I joined your stream. Then I kind of stopped and comment periodically on here. Yeah, I'm stopping too, so I can check these and answer them. Are DMs public on Discord? Are your well, if it's a DM, it wouldn't be public because that's a direct message. But are they? But like if you're in one of the groups, no. Like if you're in the wrestling group and you put a wrestling message up, then yeah, no, you're good. You're good there. I held the run button like I was Roman Reigns and I was going to spear him. I'm just going to. You're right. I usually do quit at the early sign of inconvenience and restart because that's just often quicker than redoing it. LOL, I quit at these. Better be token. Show it on stream, please. Show Discord leaked on stream. Why does a bot have the most XP? I mean, they are for the random people to DM you. I don't know the answer to that. Oh, DM bot. Nightbot. I don't even know how this top fans thing works. Honestly. But the bot probably just because of it putting messages in the chat, and I probably need to go up and redo some of those messages now. Honestly, I'm gonna like that. Oh, I'm in the wrong match. I'm not paying attention. So yeah. All right, guys. You know what? Let's look at our total where we're at because it's after midnight for me now, and I'm getting a little bit tired. We've been going for 2.5 hours. This is actually like a perfect time to end the stream. We've grinded 100K today. We're at 470. We're about 70K away from which is what we need to get tomorrow. We grinded 100K today. This is leaving us in a pretty good spot overall here. So thank you to everybody who hung out during the stream today. I really do appreciate it. Look, if I have number one, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. I can't believe that people are, and we're just chatting and grinding. I can't believe that's something that I'd have like 20 to 30 people chatting with me while I'm grinding the same match over and over in a game. It's just unbelievable to me. So thank you guys for doing that. And it helps make the time. And I love the chatting just with you guys and just being able to chat and talk about what's going on. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't hit subscribe, hit that subscribe button if at all you enjoyed this content because we've got lots of stuff coming up. I'm trying to work on some cool videos. We released a video today about the Javon Evans problem, specifically talking about the issues with accessing the Great American Bash live event and what can be done about it. Not a whole lot, but there's stuff we can do to try and help influence 2K, which is what we're working on. The more attention that video gets, the better will be, honestly, to be able to... the better it'll be able to actually hopefully get attention. So, and if you want to, I can't even talk. Become a channel member. I'd really appreciate that. I don't have a job at the moment. So if you want to become a channel member and support me with a little bit of extra cash, I'm not going to say no to it. No pressure. You don't have to do that. Nothing like that, but it does help me out. So I'm going to look at something I can do. I'm thinking about trying to do some exclusive videos for channel members, and I'm trying to figure out what they be, but one of them might be me actually calling some matches that are computer run. And trying to pretend like I'm a wrestling announcer, and doing something a little bit different that way. So that's something I'm thinking about in my head. But thank you everybody for hanging out. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't had a chance to. And I love you all. And thanks for hanging out. I don't know if we'll do this tomorrow night or not. Depends what I got going on.